So this is a separate video from the air filter, which I still got in my hand, but I want to do two separate ones for both tasks, because what if somebody actually just want to look up the blades, and I don't want to just make the video with unnecessary information. So we're going to start a fresh one for the blades. So these are the blades I found that works on this IS700 Z. It is a Ferris. It is a 52 inch, and we can confirm that by here. And if you go to Lowe's and you buy these blades with this part number, they will fit, and that way you don't have to figure it out online, and you get instant gratification, I guess. So I'll be heading to Lowe's right now and go and buy these blades, and then I'll show y'all how to put them on. So we have it where we're going to be working on it. I'm using a 2x4 just to help with the metal on metal from the jack to the front of the lawnmower, and it kind of helps center up our front end. So we're off to one side. It should help bring up evenly. We will be using a jack because we're going to have to get under the lawnmower, and we'll place a 2x4 behind it. So one of the things is make sure your e-brake is set before doing this, because I'm jacking it right now, and really the jack could roll. So we're maxed out there. Let's just get one of these 2x4s so we don't accidentally start rolling down the hill here, something like that. Like I said, we are locked in with our e-brake right now. See, locked is up. So I'm gonna get a jack stand, and I'm gonna get in here and get all the right tools, and we'll pick it back. So let's get to taking these blades off. It should be as easy as a 5/8 or 15/16 socket and impact. Obviously not. So let's try something else. All right, a little bit higher off the ground now. We got a jack stand, and we got a jack. So we got a 15/16 socket, and let's see what torque setting this is on. All single-handed. We want, yeah, that'd be fine. And we're just gonna hit it. Loose. 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 And you can see where we had greased it. So let's go ahead and clean. And they're just regular lefty loosey, righty tighty. And this, I'm pretty sure this is what will ruin your spindle, guys. Having all this trash on here. There we go. That's gone. So, and we'll do the same thing with all of them, which of course, no, we don't see no more trash on them. Let's compare our blades though. Like I said, these are some Home Depot blades. They were not shot yet, but these are thicker. Sure. Let's see if I can compare them. These are just copper heads, the black ones. Yeah, so you can see it's a little bit thicker. You can move the regular ones a little bit. Definitely a different type of blade as far as the whatever high lift versus all that. But the cutting edge is twice as much. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm already a fan of these. A little bit thicker, and our cutting edge. We're cutting more, using more of our blade. So let me clean up the grease, and we're gonna put some grease also on our bolts, so they'll come out next time. And oh, let me get the manual over here. So if you did not have power tools, this is what the manual says. Get you a block of wood. See, wedge wooden block in between mower blades and blade deck, and then so it wants it torqued to 120 foot-pounds. So obviously that's saying about removal, but Same thing for removing versus installation. I'm just going to ugga-dugga it and call it a day. But all right, let me get my rag right here and we'll clean it up and put this bad boy back. Things to be aware of. You want your blade face down. So really, I guess you can say that the flat part is going to be towards the grass and your blade should be facing up. It kind of just feels natural that way. These aren't marked. I think these are. Or they used to be. Let me zoom out. Yeah, these aren't marked. Anyways, you can see they are a little tore up there. This one, I was gonna say slightly bent, but it's just the high lift or the mulching or whatever type blade this is. So anyways, I just want to make sure to express that this is the right way, like that, not like this where these curves are down, definitely like that. And this I used for my bolt grease, just some ARP fastener lube, and just, you know, you can see they're already coated pretty good. Just make sure you put a good coating on it, that way they'll come out next time. And then we're gonna ugga-dugga it. All right, so we got them all in place. I am going to snug them down in the 12 o'clock position for all of them. Doesn't really matter. This is belt driven. It will clock itself, but that's just me. When I torque this down with this Milwaukee, it is pretty powerful. I'm only going to do it at 2. And I'm going to ugga-dugga it really good, holding the blade and hitting it probably like 10 times with uggas. And then that's all I'm going to do. So let's get to work. I put it on 3 and gave it like 2 ugga-duggas on those, and I forgot to do that to put it back on 2 here. And I could tell that was dramatically a lot more torque, but we're going to leave it like it is. So you can see that's it. That's it, putting your blades on. And everything we just reverse. We remove our jack stand, let it down, remove our chalk block, and we're ready to cut some grass. So hope y'all enjoyed that. Please let me know how I could improve this video, and on to the next one.